Here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, the man that beat Muhammad Ali, but never has really gotten his just due. Criminally underrated. Let's see what he's got in store for us in this one.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Galveston, Texas, presenting the legendary first African-American heavyweight champion, please welcome the renowned heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Galveston Giant, introducing Jack Johnson. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. He threw a punch and just got countered. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That counter punch caught him clean. Good punch. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Good defense to block the hook. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That punch landed. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Good counterpunching. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Insane action. Straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. You can't make a mistake at at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Johnson in that last one. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Straight right just misses. That hook's blocked. Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. It's bombs away. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Way around now, relax, relax. There's 1-2 straight down the middle.
End of the jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this round back.
Wait round. It's the same again. Don't change too much. Just keep doing what you do.
So focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back.
Depends on the end of all of that. And do what you got to do. Do it.
Right. Let's go out there.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot to pickpocket him.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. That hook was off target. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A straight right just misses. Nobody home with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Johnson in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Don't worry about that.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't care.
That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit.
Mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is.
Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Defense is not an option for these two. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. They exchange punches. And that hook misses. Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that. On to the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
The work rate is down. Hold that thought. Whoa, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Straight right just misses. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Good counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Holding nothing back here in the round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Johnson in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Don't want off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right?
Just set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go. He's gone already.
Round 7, here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
A lot of effort being exerted here. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. The jab doesn't quite connect. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, he is glad. Round 8, and we're off again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Well, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here. It somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good counter punch. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. Good counter punching. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And that's it. A